The new Snow White movie looks like a disaster for a multitude of reasons. Yeah, it's woke. What with the dodgy dwarf people and diversity casting.
Skin white as snow.
But I'm getting tired of beating that drum. I'm here to beat that drum.
I mean, in 1937, the cartoon was so focused on her finding true love, and it's really not even in her mind at all in this film. But really what's important is that she finds her own voice. The cartoon was made 85 years ago. It's extremely dated when it comes to the ideas of women being in roles of power. She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be. The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird. So we didn't do that this time.
She's been spewing some jibber-jabber, but I'm a reasonable and fair person.
Fairest one of all.
And I want to give Rachel Zegler the benefit of the doubt. Her comments are cringeworthy, tone-deaf, and make her look like a bratty, insufferable, ungrateful cunt.
If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
But maybe she has a valid point. Anyway, to find out, I re-watched the original. The 3 points I'm looking out for are: 1. The original is outdated. 2. It's not about finding true love. And 3. The prince is a stalker. First off, the prince is only in the movie for about 5 minutes. He overhears Snow White wishing to meet her true love. He climbs over the wall, startles her.
Did I frighten you?
Then declares his love for her through song. It's a bold move. Not something likely to work in the real world. But he is a prince. Men do seem to have abnormal success with women when they are royalty. But he's not guilty of stalking. Trespassing, maybe. He does sort of sneak up on Snow White. It is a bit weird, so maybe he creeped her out a bit?
Anyone could see that the prince was charming.
Okay, I guess not. We don't even see him again until the end, when he tracks Snow White down, gives her the kiss of life, then rides off into the sunset, to live happily ever after. I suppose there is some consent issues with kissing someone who is unconscious. If I was in a coma and I found out some dude had been kissing me, I'd reach for the nearest bottle of mouthwash and a baseball bat. But she was already in love with him.
Once there was a princess.
Was the princess you?
And she fell in love.
He already declared his love for her. And the dude ain't lying. They lived happily ever after. The only way the prince can be a stalker is in the mind of a brainwashed Gen Z moron. If hopping over a wall to serenade the girl you love is stalkerish, then so is Romeo climbing Juliet's balcony. It's called romance, Rachel. I know it's a weird concept for women in Hollywood, since their experience of a grand romantic gesture is hiding under Harvey Weinstein's casting couch. But whatever. And when it comes to the kiss, aside from putting her in man-proof glass, there's not much we can do. It's not stalkery, because he's paying respects to the woman he loved. A woman he now thinks is dead. It's a bit like that scene in West Side Story, where Maria kisses Tony's dead body. You should remember it, Rachel. You did it.
Ew, you're a stalker. Gross.
Okay. But is it outdated? Well, it's a timeless fairy tale set in a medieval world, so I presume she means the themes are outdated. Which is why it's not about finding true love anymore? That is a really weird thing to say, because if anything, that is the central idea behind Snow White. Seriously, Snow White is dreaming about true love. She meets her true love. The evil witch tricks Snow White into eating the apple, saying it grants wishes, in Snow White's case, finding true love. The spell can only be broken by true love, and is broken by true love. It's the controlling idea behind Snow White's character and the whole fucking story. Ripping this out would be like remaking Spider-Man, only instead of him getting bit by a spider and getting superpowers, he just doesn't. But hey folks, it's Spider-Man! No, the heart of the character, the core of the story, is gone. This isn't Snow White anymore. I suppose the old Snow White isn't empowered enough, so that's outdated now. In the new one, does the Queen even envy Snow White's beauty anymore? Maybe she envies her master's degree instead.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most educated of them all?
Snow White was never a leader. She's gentle and innocent. Her power is kindness. She's hyper-feminine, very nurturing, caring for animals, even caring for the evil witch. She's very maternal.
March straight outside and wash, or you'll not get a bite to eat.
Cleaning and cooking, making a home for them, which she chooses to do, just to help out.
I know. We'll clean the house and surprise them.
Snow White even wins over a hateful misogynist.
She's a female, and all females is poison. They're full of wicked wiles.
By baking him a pie.
Yes, gooseberry pie.
Kindness is her superpower. People love her because she's selfless and good.
Bless the 7 little men who have been so kind to me.
She's not interested in finding her voice because she puts others first. Snow White is the kind of quiet, gentle heroism that should be celebrated more. If this is outdated, it's almost like saying kindness is outdated. It just seems kind of empty and sad. I would have thought to most women, the idea of finding their prince and experiencing true love is more appealing than becoming a corporate wage slave and dying alone. But maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a woman. It's a creepy idea, but maybe women don't really like men that much. Maybe true love is bullshit. Women can save themselves. And all men are stalkers. What a heartwarming, life-affirming, inspiring fairy tale. Rachel, you go girl. Walt Disney didn't know shit. And your movie sounds so much better. Long live the matriarchy. Now if you excuse me, I have some stalking to do.
Because my mom is the reason I'm a Disney fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did she make you watch all the video or the movies when you were little, like Disneyland?
Crumb on my face?
No.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wait.
Women